with that statements.
High value.
Yeah, very good. All right. Fair enough. Okay.
Fucking got him.
All right. So we'll get things started because we're gonna do another 2-hour sesh tonight. Get things going. Derpy's in the back. Last time we had a lovely meeting with Igric, who was the familiar of the of Igwilv, the queen of or Zyblina, the queen of Prismere, and through the conversation you did learn that Zyblina is Igwilv, Igwilv is Zyblina, and Zyblina is also Tasha, but also is Natasha, which is her true, her original OG name. So now with that knowledge, you got some good information.
Do you think Fey magic is a trans ally?
Absolutely.
I agree.
The other thing too is that Igwilv or Igric gave you the information that if you wanted to, you could enter your names in Zyblina's guest book, which is located in the central tower, and that also in the vault above the central tower, there is a magical sword, Vorpal sword, that can help you fight the Jabberwock, along with also releasing Bloody Beak, which you all did as well, but not before confronting a gigantic foreman. I don't remember what these things are called. They're basically just ugly giant-like things. Dubbed for Gale, who is eating all the food in the castle, and yeah. So these guys, the backstory of these are actually kind of sad. I'll just read this out to you really quick. So they are Fomorians. The most hideous and wicked of all giant kind are the godless Fomorians, whose deformed bodies reflect their vile demeanors. Some have facial features randomly distributed about their misshapen, warty heads. Others have limbs of grossly different sizes and shapes, or emit terrible howls each time they draw breath through misshapen mouths. Their wretched appearance rarely evokes sympathy, however, for the Fomorians brought their doom upon themselves with the evil that rules their hearts and minds. Elves remember when the Fomorians were among the most handsome of races, possessed of brilliant minds and unrivaled magical ability. That physical perfection did not extend to their hearts, however, as lust for magic and power consumed them. They sought to conquer the Feywild and enslave its inhabitants, claiming those creatures magic for themselves, and the Fey, united to defend the realms, Fomorians fought them and were subjected to a terrible curse. They fell as their bodies were warped to reflect the evil in their hearts. Stripped of their grace and magical power, the wretched horrors fled from the light, delving deep beneath the world and nurse their hatred, cursing the fate they have ever plotted vengeance against the Fae that wronged them. So they are technically like giants of the Underdark.
You know what? I'm gonna say
love
this
them now.
sounds like a very revisionist history of like they're bad and terrible and awful, but they deserve it. No one remembers when that was, but they deserve it. Trust us.
Yeah.
Sounds like an elf propaganda piece.
Dude, it is an elf propaganda piece. But
We're doing our part.
Isn't every piece from an elf the propaganda piece? Bleh.
bleh.
I can speak, I swear.
But you dealt with Dub for Gale. After she bonked one of the members on your head, you had a heated argument about why or why not she should be given the cake that was in the kitchen. You ended up acquiescing and giving her that said cake, where she went into a diabetic coma and is now conked out. You went out onto the terrace where you received a magical dinner with a demi-tasse spoon speaking good compliments and showering praise on each and every one of you as you enjoyed a very nice full dinner. Or it might have just been a lunch, depends on what time of the day it was. However, that did give you guys all like a nice set of temp HP. So everybody, I believe, who ate the dinner now has 10 temp HP. So I gotta remember to put that on Rosin. Good to go there. Okay, continuing onwards. You found the mage, Kalimenzaros, the dwarf, who is the scribe and mail clerk, more or less, for Zyblina. And then you freed Bloody Beak, but not after giving Bloody Beak his num-nums, the rats, the trussed-up giant rats, and then opening the windows on his in his caged area so that he may fly out.
We got the password for that one.
Did, yes.
From
we learned the password
somebody.
From I think Kelly Menzaros. Not Cal, or
Yeah, I think
somebody. I forget who, but you did remember.
Oh,
the
it
password.
was. Yeah.
So, before we
Fired one
ended,
bird.
you all went back upstairs to explore the rest of the second floor of the west or the east side of the castle. That's where we find everybody as you have ascended the stairs and found yourselves with one door that is locked. There's a lion head on the door in front of you there. But from more or less the position of it, you can tell that it goes to a balcony that is above, a balcony located above the, whatchamacallit? 77. But Zug made his way down south, found the area where the tower has fallen back down and plonked itself back into its proper place after being lowered by the vines. And then, Zug, you found a room where there are 4 hatches on the wall, which I believe you were informed that is the room that can get you into the central tower somehow. But
yeah, we don't know how, but they were told to look
yes,
for the 4 hatch
yep,
room.
4 3-foot square oak panels mounted on the wall along the east side of the short hall. Each panel has a hinged hatch. But then, last thing that we ended with is that we saw Zug open a door and found himself in a dimly lit hallway where there is what looks to be a river. So I'll read this off again, as it is pretty interesting. The hallway has a sunken floor filled to a depth of 3 feet with dark water. Lanterns lit with flickering blue flames hang from the ceiling 30 feet above by short chains. They're each placed roughly 10 feet apart. They produce an eerie, ghost-like reflection off the water. As you take in the scene, you hear a creak as an old, empty sailboat drifts into view from further down the hall, making its way towards you on the dark water. The rest of you are in this room, and you do see the panels on the wall. You can hear the creak of the sailboat as it starts to round the corner, and the slight bump as it basically just hits the end of the hallway here and is just bobbing in the water at the end of this water hallway. The boat itself looks to be fairly large. It can carry up to probably 8 medium creatures, so you're all set.
Ah, boat! Inside.
Is anybody
That's a first.
Anybody doing anything with the panels in the room that you found?
Someone should look at them who remembers what we were supposed to do with them or figure it out.
But there's just 4 panels here. You just see that each one is a hinged hatch attached to a wooden, and there's a wooden handle on it. Yeah, so Rosin is going to investigate, so just do a quick actual investigation, or roll, or actually do something with them first. Okay, so there's a roll to just see if there's anything. There's no traps. Her investigation is good. And Rosin will open the first one, and as she swings it up, there is inside a square cavity containing the head of a bugbear. And as the hatch is open, the eyes snap open, and the bugbear says, "Yah." Okay. Rosin closes it.
Hey! We want to try talking to it? That was weird.
Rosin drops the hatch and it closes with a loud thud. She opens the next one, right next to it, and inside is a head of a harpy whose eyes snap open, and you hear, "Ah!" Rosin drops that one as well.
Oh, I think I understand. The thing that we have to do is open them to say Baba Yaga.
So there's 2 more that are unopened.
Mm-hmm.
The third one, so the first 2 have been opened. There's a bugbear and a harpy. The bugbear said, "Yah." The harpy said, "Bah." Okay, so that's number 1 and number 2.
Let's check the others.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Zug, you jump up and throw open the third one. Inside, you see a hobgoblin's head, whose eyes snap open, and it says, "Gah!"
Remix. All right, last one.
You throw it open, and completely filling the space within is a large ogre head, whose eyes more slowly open, and this one says, "Bah."
Okay, so it was. Let me remember. It was Harpy and this were Ba, and then Bugbear was Ya, and the last one was Ga.
Last one was a yaw.
So
Bah.
there's a bugbear. Number
Or
1 is the
bah, yeah.
bugbear. Number 2 is the harpy. Number 3 is the hobgoblin. And number 4 is the ogre.
And Hobgoblin said Ga.
Hobgoblin did say "Gah."
Okay, so open Harpy, Bugbear, Ogre. No, yeah. And then Hobgoblin. In that order.
Sorry, which order?
Harpy, Bugbear, Hobgoblin.
Okay, so you do.
or Hobgoblin.
So you do that, Velka, and you said harpy, bugbear. So it goes ba ya, ga ba, or ba ya ba ga.
Wait, hold on. I think I can remix Sandstorm. Give me a second.
You did that wrong.
Voda says harpy, ogre, bugbear, hobgoblin, as does Rosin, and so are you gonna follow that order?
I'm doing Harpy, Ogre, Bugbear, Hobgoblin. That
There
order.
you go. So it says ba, ba, ya, ya, and all of a sudden, you are all suddenly transported.
Uh-oh.
Ah, where's the boat? Wait,
And
we didn't think this through. Why did we do this?
Based
just
on
sitting
a
there
free
thinking-
DM prompt.
I was just like playing around with it. It's like, we know it transports us here. We just
I didn't
really...
remember that they were. I didn't realize this was the central tower they were in. I
Yup.
didn't realize it was going to put
so
us
with
at
a
their
zoop,
feet.
zoop, zoop, there's suddenly you all appear within this central tower. There's a hole in the wall, and as you look out it, you can see floating in the middle of the air a human knight with a thick mustache and a look of surprise on his face, thrown backward through a jagged hole and now hanging in the air amid the debris. He's wearing a helm adorned with feathery wings, and he's holding a longsword and a shield in his hands. But before you, with a huge looks of surprise on their face, you see the oaken wooden skin Scabatha Nightshade and the frog-faced Bavlorna Blightstraw. As they both look at each other, look well at you, and just in unison say, "Ow, fuck!"
I rattle the jar.
Bavlorna, Scabatha is the first to talk. She steps forward, kind of hands out to the side. Now, look, you know what you did to our sister.
Mookie!
We came here because we thought it would be the safest. Look, we don't. It's just. Cyblina wasn't the best ruler. She really wasn't. This is all very good. Oh, everything's on good.
Not the best ruler for you, or in general? Because that's very different.
He has a point.
Did you make the children work for you? Or her?
But you don't know her. Please, we knew her. We grew up with her. Igwilv deserved to be
as one
trapped
who
in time.
has
We were
many
saving Prismere from her tyranny and her debauchery.
With your own tyranny and debauchery.
As one with many siblings, I can say, often our opinion is not the most correct.
Wait, where was the debauchery?
I also
Oh,
gave them the
you-
benefit of the doubt that they were following the 3 rules of, the Feywild.
We follow those rules. We are
That's what I'm saying.
hospitable,
Checking about.
reciprocity, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
You just skirted around them.
We may or
That's
may
the
not have.
Fey, baby.
I give Nutmeg just a kind of bop on the head.
You all didn't know Zyblina, or should we say Igwilv, like we did. She was a demented archmage, peering into the abyss, studying it intently and learning how to control and summon demons, using them to ravage kingdoms on the material plane. She was evil.
Any proof for that?
We seen it with our own 2 eyes. Yeah, we
I don't
thought
believe you.
ourselves.
Well, from what we've seen, there are, demons that want her dead. So,
Well, to be fair,
apparently she
they
wasn't
want,
any friend of theirs.
they want her more than anything else. We don't really. Anyways,
Skabatha steps forward a little bit further and she says,
Look, I don't want to meet the same end that our unlucky sister Endlin met at your hands. Why
I'm
don't
just staring at
we
her.
strike a bargain? You take care of the vile Jabberwock, Zyblina's evil pet, that is currently guarding the cauldron, and we'll use the cauldron to all of your benefit.
I don't really think that you're in any condition to be negotiating with us.
Yeah, why wouldn't we just use the cauldron?
You don't know
Smart.
how.
We can figure it out.
It's just a
We have
cauldron.
all the time in the
Well,
world.
I have
That
enough
is true.
I have
Especially
enough
if we
gancho
were
to
gone.
smoke to make me smart enough.
And
Right.
given that the cauldron seems to have some sort of connection to chronomancy, I think I can probably figure it out. I just like hold up my my essentially textbook.
hmm.
Also, while this is going on, Zug's walking over to the edge, just looking out at the guy out here.
Yep.
Not saying anything yet, but just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. As you walk in that direction, Zug, you also see that there is a stairwell that ascends upwards and a stairwell that comes from down below. Where you can
Got it,
hear,
spiral around.
Zug, you can hear from down below soft conversation from somebody who sounds like an older individual, like as a crotchety old voice, with undertones of frustration and anger, and then a muffled, like louder, deep voice that is very much, you can tell, is being filtered through some sort of like helmet or mask or something like that.
With that, I'm gonna step back to the group. Why don't you two take your downstairs guests and get out of our way for now?
Bavlorna looks over at Skabatha. Skabatha looks back at Bavlorna.
Well, Kellic is not really. Things are tumultuous with Kellic right now, and his damn guard, Warduke, down there, I can't stand the sight of him. So, deal or no deal? We have a lot of things on our mind right now, and we just can't really be negotiating for much longer.
I think
Do
that's
they-
a pretty resounding no deal, yes?
What is the? I'm trying to see how to say this. I'll say I want to do an insight check. I want to do an insight check.
Yeah.
I want to see. Is this a? Yeah, I'll just write. I'm specifically trying to listen.
Would Rosin
fuck
also
yeah.
like to? Oh, nice. You don't even, yeah.
Um,
So with the 27,
go.
you immediately turn around, Zug. You turn around from like the edge of the room, walking back, and you mentioned that thing about the friends from downstairs. Skabatha and Bavlorna, you just like take that like slow-mo look at their demeanor. Bavlorna, the froggy witch, her eyes, just like a reptile's, are looking every which way. You can see the panic in them, looking to the edge, looking to a hole in the wall, looking to the stairwells, looking over at her sister. You can see her hands, her clammy frog hands fidgeting, kind of like drumming in the air. Skabatha, you can see, just once again, like a zoom in on her features, her wooden, craggy skin. You can just like hear you can hear the worry in it as it kind of creaks and moans. They are on edge and afraid.
Do I get a sense that this is a true bargain desperation? Or are they just saying what they want, saying something to get the
With that insight, you can see, and gauging from the previous conversation, one, they definitely have no intention of doing anything good with the cauldron, and two, you don't even know if they could do anything with the cauldron.
I just kind of stare at them.
It's like that ploy, 100% with that crit. That ploy was 100% to get you the heck out of this room and leave them alone.
I look back to Velka just said that it seems like a resounding no. I looked over, it's like, yeah, they're just trying to trick us out of here.
And immediately, Skabatha casts a spell.
Oh shit.
So, I don't know if anybody. I don't think
okay.
anybody does have like counterspell or anything like that. Forceful repurposing. You attempt to hijack a spell being cast directed to serve your purpose. Oh, interesting. Okay. It is not. It is not. Let's see. Okay. I need you to roll me a. Okay. Yeah. Roll ability check using your spellcasting. Just give me a d20 plus your spellcasting ability.
I was gonna say use inspiration, but she's the one that does not have
She's the one who doesn't
inspiration
have
in
it
the
still.
party. Yep.
Wait,
That's
no,
a mistype.
Whoa, hold up. What the fuck does that even produce? What the hell?
It just ignores everything that it doesn't recognize and just keeps the one.
Oh, got it. Okay,
15.
so
I don't think
there's a brief moment as spells begin to be cast. Voda, you attempt to hijack this spell, but you watch as the weave connects mid-air and seems to take hold for a brief second. You were very close. However,
Oh, 516.
you watch as Skabatha reaches out, grabs her sister's hand. They're gone.
Wait.
They're gone.
I remember I had something I might be able to do.
So, like, in that brief moment, you're watching them fucking beam me up Scotty phase out of here as they head off somewhere.
Okay, never mind. I can't. I can only use luck on rolls against me or from me.
Yeah. Oh, too bad there's
it's
no.
not like,
Too bad there's no whatchamacallit.
Divination wizard.
Or
Yeah,
no,
divination
or
wizard
just
would be
any
nice.
sort of artificer who can fucking.
Oh yeah.
Flash of genius. Free a flash of genius. Okay, well, guess what? Shoom! In a magical burst, both of them just disappear and Velka, your spell did grab onto something though. As I don't know how, but you see suddenly sorry, Voda, your spell grabbed onto something. Voda, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh great.
Okay. Derpy says that was a really cute noise. Give me a quick moment. Okay, cool. Suddenly there is a pull to your core, to your soul, that overtakes you, and you fall to your knees as this kind of suddenly you're just hit with this longing for what was lost, and you look on the ground and kind of covered in a little bit of like pond goop and slime, you see what looks to be a small lacquered wooden box.
Oh.
What's in the box?
It's a penis.
Hell yeah.
Say it with such confidence and surety.
I'm assuming I know what this is.
You feel, yeah, you feel a pull to it.
Alright, hold, one second.
One Mississippi.
Hmm.
Shut your fucking whore mouth.
Oh.
1 second.
Damn it. Alright, I go over and pick it up, but I don't open it.
Well, as soon as you pick it up, you will watch as your eyes go wide, your herringon pupils dilate to the maximum as you suddenly see the world color.
Whoa! It's like we didn't get those glasses.
I wince, look around for a second, and then just chuck the box between Kiwi and Zug off the edge.
What? Why?
I want that box.
Okay. Does anyone...
You
I mean, the box flies through the air past Zug and Kiwi. I don't know if either of you want to do anything about it, but
I'll try to grab it.
okay.
No, I won't react.
Okay, Kiwi,
It's
just give me a
probably your head
dexterity.
anyways.
It's just like a straight dex check.
Ah.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough with the sudden thing. So this lacquered box flies through the air, and as it flies, it opens up, and you see that there's some beautiful paintbrushes inside of it, some what looks to be jars of different sorts of paint and stuff as it flies off the edge of the busted window and down into the abyss.
Well, that just seemed unnecessary.
We should probably get him down from whatever he's stuck in.
Sure. You okay?
I'm going to anchor and rope myself.
Okay.
And then jump off.
You watch as
Ah!
she
I
does
don't
like
see
a
the-
fucking Mission
Yeah.
Impossible stunt. Voda just jumps off the edge. Okay, give me and actually you can jump fairly far as well, right?
Yeah,
With the herringon, I would hope so.
I a bunny. Boop. Well, boop.
Okay. Are you
5,
aiming
10.
to land like on the guy?
Pretty much, or like if there's a rock big enough next to him.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah. I think there definitely would be some sort of debris, and as you already know, the debris stays solid in the air for the most part, unless you like.
Kagani jumping puzzle right here.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So Voda, anchored to basically a space in the air, you jump out and land less on the guy.
Can he not move at all, or is he just stuck in the air?
He is
the situation?
frozen with an expression on his face of pure shock.
Okay. Am I stuck at all now?
No,
Okay. I grab his arm and then try to pull it.
you cannot.
I think we need to get the
We need to-
get
we need to
the
sneak his
horn. Yeah. Mage hand should work. Tap
Also,
with it.
I believe that we can also just have Nutmeg,
Yeah,
since
I'll
he's
just
holding
fly out
it, he
here.
can just fly out there.
Whee!
Okay. So you fly out the thing. And
Alright.
you do realize, and that as you unfreeze him,
I don't know his name.
Yeah, we do. It's
I don't.
Oh, Waboog does not. Nutmeg probably doesn't either, actually,
Okay.
because he's high.
I think about this also as you're about to do it. I am going to cast Thorn Whip on his ankles.
Okay.
From here as insurance.
I already have a hold of it.
oh, you are holding
know,
him.
but I
Okay,
don't-
if you're holding him, I mean it's assistance because there's definitely going to be some.
It's a help, yeah, because I don't know what's going to happen exactly. Because he got launched, so there's been momentum in the other direction. So we have to try to catch that.
Suddenly Zug just gets pulled out the window with him.
A
Yeah, now we've
brace.
got to carry 2 people out.
I could turn into a bird. It's fine.
Yep. I can't remember his name.
Okay, Rosin
Yeah.
will also
Yeah,
fly over for assistance as well. So Voda, as you're holding onto him, you realize this dude's in like full plate as well.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I will hop over to the rock that she's on.
Oh.
Trying to find his name.
And then I will like put my arms around her middle and like lock my wrists.
I'm actually, before you do that, I'm gonna just recast Anchoring Rope at 3rd level because I can't cast it at 2nd, and just attach another one to him.
Oh, well, if
Hey,
you, because you
trust
did that, yeah, you would have cast that at.
No, because I have Druid spell slots.
Oh. Well, I would say, I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could just do that in the first place.
It's up to you.
Yeah, that's fine. So just take away your third, your Warlock one and give back the other one.
Okay. Yeah.
Because for some reason, I actually thought that's what you were doing. Because you had said that last time when you had thought about it.
I didn't think he's in a. I think I have to be next to him to do it, can't I? I guess not.
Well, you're over there now by jumping over.
Target is a point you can select within range, and the range is 30 feet. So yeah.
So one end is tied around your waist automatically. Is that what you want for him?
When you upcast it, though, you can tie it around another person's waist.
And just for the sake of this,
it's anchored to a point.
Yeah, and you're basically anchored to like the end there. So, and it is like it's basically almost perfectly, if I can measure it. Yeah, 30 feet. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, make sure you get your first spell slot back. But with everybody out here, you're all hovered around the dude in his armor with his sword and shield and winged helmet, and none of you can seem to remember his name.
It's in my notes somewhere. I'm looking.
I'm really glad that we were about to just gloss over that and be like, yeah, you would freeze him.
I would also. I'm gonna put the 3rd, because I get a 3rd rope on Velka, just in case.
Yeah, he's the only one who's not secured out here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't. Did we ever actually learn his name? We learned what
we
he
did.
looked like. Are you sure?
We learned all their names.
We
Yes,
learned
because
it
it's
like last session or the session before. One of the like staff here that when we unfroze them told us his name. I think.
Moliver told us the name of all the other companions.
That
But
too,
now
yeah.
I didn't write it down though.
I didn't write it down
Okay.
either. That's why I'm.
So
questioning.
it's fine.
Characters would know.
We'll do a. Derpy just said Inuyasha, and I don't think that is his name.
Oh no, she has a point. Let her cook.
Oh no. Okay. For those interested, you're more than welcome to do a I don't know, just a straight intelligence roll.
Let's go.
Gotta clear through the haze.
Giggly puff. Forgot about that.
Oh, dude, Derpy just.
Oh, that's intimidation. I'm in
You
full
can't
Derpy mode
read.
right now.
Okay. That just makes me laugh that you, instead of trying to remember his name, you're just yelling at him to tell me your name. All right, Velka, you do remember, as does Doug. His name is Strongheart.
Yeah, classic.
Yep. Okay.
Wait, while we're on the remembering train, can we get the name of the rest of the Valors?
Yes. Okay. So we have. You've already met Moliver. You've already met
Elkhorn.
Elkhorn. There is Strongheart. There is Ringle Run, and there is, I believe, one. I can look it up. Blah blah blah. No, not Yampu. Not that Strongheart isn't.
We've never even met the guy.
Valor's Call consists of Strongheart. Eh? Maybe it is just 4 of them.
The names were all given when they were describing their battle or confrontations with the League of Malevolence
Yes.
as sort of a counterpoint. So we have heard all the names at some point.
You have. Sorry, I definitely have them. There's these dudes, there's these dudes, there's this asshole, there's that asshole. Okay, Valor's Call is Elkhorn. The last one is Mercion. There we go. Who you have not seen or heard about this person. Strongheart, Ringle Run, Mercion, and Molliver and Elkhorn. Strongheart being the leader.
So,
Mercion
quickly-
is described as a cleric. Okay.
Alright, so I'll put the alicorn horn to his chest, and then I'll say, you know, Voda, it looked like you were really going through something with that box. Need to like talk about that?
My fucking god. As you're touching the horn, I just say Strongheart.
And suddenly, there is a violent shake to the armor as his eyes go even wider for a brief moment. And there is that momentum where suddenly he just goes, and he just folds in half as the anchoring rope catches him around his waist. He goes, and he almost drops his sword and his shield, and then suddenly he just swings and just fucking starts plummeting while pendulumed and slams into the side of the tower beneath him.
What if we accidentally cut him in half with the rope? That would have been all rough.
That would have been.
Whoops.
Also, I think that would have been
It's okay,
very...
guys. I have Mendy.
From this,
It'll be all right.
I'm gonna start pulling him up as best I can with my little body.
Yeah, the rest of you. So I don't know, Voda and Velka, would you have been holding on to him as he swings down?
I was still holding on.
Okay,
to
so
his arm,
so a little bit of retcon. So I need Velka and Voda. I need you to give me.
But to be fair, we don't exactly have any grip where we are.
No, I know. That's why.
Also, I don't think we have any strength between the two of us.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You
True.
could do whoever wants to can give me a strength or athletics check with plus 3 to it.
Hey, Velka, my athletics is -1. What about you?
0.
Hey, there you go.
All right, because you're rolling.
So you roll advantage and then add 3. So
Yep. So,
d20 plus 3 2 times.
okay, so 16.
That is enough. Your Heron arms flex as he begins to fall and plummet down to the side, but you're able to very much just like grab him and drag him to position him to the top of like a large brick or a large stone from the wall that is beneath his feet. He looks around quickly. At first, he reacts to just like the people around him. His sword levels at Nutmeg, who had the alicorn horn to his chest, and then he looks around. Oh, you're not the hags. Who are you? He sheaths his sword and very precariously balanced on the stone with the rope around him. Sheaths his sword, puts his shield on his back.
How about we get on stable land first?
That would be a better idea. I'll follow you all.
I make sure he's steady, and then I keep holding his arm, put a hand on his back, and jump.
Okay, yeah, he follows your lead, and the 3 of the non-flyers find themselves back inside. With a clatter, his armored feet land on the floor, and he looks around. Oh, thank you. I barely I love when you move him. Sorry, there's this little dude out here.
Yeah.
That's if you fail.
Dude, he's looking like a Meeseeks. He looks like a fucking Rick and Morty Meeseeks.
Meeseeks, look at me.
Look at me, I'm flying! Whoa!
Feywild magic is powerful stuff.
It is. Just turned him into a little blue dude. looks as his feet land on the ground with a loud clang of his armor. He steps back and his back hits the wall, and he just slumps down and sits down for a brief moment. He takes his helmet off, his winged helmet off of his head, and he puts it on the ground next to him, and he says, "Thank you. I don't know how long it's been, but the last thing I remember was, well, his vile hags. They used some sort of object," and he actually looks around the room, and because of all the hubbub and everything in here, you didn't really notice it, but now you do see that there is a shattered, what looks like two halves of a shattered blowing horn that is suspended in the air, like right here by the exit, or by that hole.
How big is it?
You would be able to hold it in your hands.
Okay. I actually am gonna cast Mendine.
It does nothing.
They're
to
frozen
it.
in they're frozen in time.
No,
I
it
guess,
does
still.
nothing to it. Yeah, unfortunately.
It's like some horn of Jericho or something.
Mhm.
So,
Oh, actually, no. He says the last thing I remember was we were ambushed by the League of Malevolence, and I was facing off against Kellic and Warduke. Warduke used some sort of horn, he points at the horn that's suspended in the air, had sent me hurtling through the wall, blasting a hole in it. Instantly after that, I don't remember much, but I thought I was dead.
I'm listening down the staircase. Do I hear the voices down there still?
They are
Or-
still speaking, yes.
Okay, so they probably don't hear us. Good to know.
Oh, but I thank you so much. We were called here to assist with something. We were told that, well, he tells the whole story about how him and Valor's Call were called to the Palace of Heart's Desire for some reason, and basically the more or less just basically was tricked here, and then had the League of Malevolence also arrive, and there was just basically a whole kerfuffle of all of this shit that went down. They were all frozen in time, ambushed, and all that kind of stuff. However, and also here, by the way, this is, or it looks, he is the epitome of that boy.
oh, by God, he's the lawful good-looking motherfucker.
Right.
Jesus.
He is indeed.
I bet
His
you that guy
backstory.
thinks marijuana gives you brain damage.
No, he
Yeah,
would
I gotta
say that if
take
it's
away the-
legal, if it's legal in your state, you can smoke as much marijuana as you want.
You know, fair enough.
Otherwise, death. No.
I'm pretty sure
Just the devil's lettuce.
his backstory is short yet distinguished.
Yeah.
Vic-
But
law or death, very literal.
yeah, that's the lawful. He's not lawful evil. He's lawful good. He-
Law or ordered to the death.
He catches
Law
his
and
breath. He
order.
catches his breath and stands back up, holding onto his helmet and his his side. And oh, sorry. Go ahead, Zug.
Sorry, it was just question about. So he recounts the tale. Does this match with what was told to us by Molliver? And
Yep. Exactly.
okay, yeah. So we know that we met two others who told us the same story.
Well, yeah. So the other two. Gosh, now I'm kind of like spacing on it because it's been a long, strange journey. But
Yeah.
Oliver and Elkhorn,
Elkhorn, that's the one.
they
I was thinking,
stayed behind.
He went in along with
He
some
went
wizard,
in
right?
along with
Mercion.
Mercion and with who is the other one I put in here? Ringlerun.
Okay, so there's 5 of them. Those 2 stayed back.
And
those
you've also
3.
encountered out in the wild 2 of the 5 League of Malevolence.
Only 1 now, but yeah.
Yes. So,
That doesn't change that we encountered her.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a fatal one, but
Brief ending.
So Strongheart stands, brings himself to a full stand, and he looks at you all and he says, I can only assume that you all are here to assist in the evil that was done. There was much betrayal that day when me and the others arrived here. League of Malevolence hot on our tails. It was going to be quite the battle, and as I said, I was pursued by Warduke and Killick. However, I do believe that they were in league with these vile hags of the Hourglass Coven that, until that time, were subservient to Zyblina. Strange. How long has it been? And I don't know if any of you know how long it's really been.
We have asked, but time is weird.
Yes.
I think that's
It's been a while though.
not really prudent to ask how long it's been in the Feywild.
Ah, I do understand that. Well.
It's
Also-
been at least a while.
but not too long.
And not to alarm you, but 2 of the hags are still here somewhere. And those buddies who fought, they're downstairs.
We assume based off descriptions.
You hear a
Because I don't
muffled,
think we know for certain it's the 2 of them.
you hear a muffled,
We have no context clues for it, but yeah, I'm making assumptions here.
So, as he stands there, you hear a muffled like, and Strongheart looks down and draws his sword, and you all hear,
Are you okay, Strongheart? I was so worried about you.
Oh no, not another tucking sword.
Steel, I'm fine. These strong adventurers were able to save me from whatever happened. I hope that they'll be worthy allies of ours in coming adventures. We need to go and find that vile Kellic and Warduke. Are you with me, Steel?
Hell yeah, I'm with you.
I'm staring at the sword and my eye is twitching.
This is surreal. Wow.
The sword's beautiful. It is a very, very beautiful
Sexy
long
fucking
sword. And it just like, yeah. I mean, it's the sword that's in the picture with him. It's very well
One of the
crafted.
swords want to be.
Classic longsword.
Big long. And as you say, Strongheart looks around and says, well, if you do say that Kellic and his bodyguard are downstairs, then I must do what good always does, and confront them.
What about a breather first? You've been hovering out there for a long time.
Justice does not know breathers.
You do know that when you don't rest, you become less effective, right? So, just
Imagine this guy's rocking 300 points of exhaustion right here.
Yeah, he's literally like just like doing like the shaky leg vibration, like I can stand. You do
God,
remember,
I can't.
It's more justice in a shorter period of time if you take proper rests and breaks between.
Well, it's time to convene and figure things out and make sure all the bits and bobs of your stuff still work or whatever.
Polish your
I don't
armor.
know. Yeah, that too.
Yes, I have to look good when I dispense justice, and that is quite true.
the shinier your armor, the harder it is for them to stare at you, meaning you have the advantage.
Interesting.
The shinier your armor, the harder it is for them to fight against your ideals.
Huh. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
Oh,
he didn't
God.
either.
Oh, I fucking love this. He's the absolute Zap Brannigan.
I also did not really get a chance to investigate the higher levels of this tower when I was searching for Warduke and Kellic. They ambushed me in this room. Not sure where they are quite right now. If you say they are downstairs, I will take your advice and take that rest you say you so talk about. However, what shall you all do?
I think
Look,
we're going up.
I need
Yeah,
my
we-
warlock spell slots back. I'd like a rest too.
What do we rest at the top of the tower with a good view?
But what
Hey.
if the top of the tower is where they are?
I don't think so.
You do
I
hear
mean,
I don't
them.
know, so.
You do hear them from
10
down
minutes
below.
ago.
No. The other A.
Oh,
Hags.
Yeah.
It's possible,
I thought-
but they're also
Thought
trying to
that
run
was
from
what you
us.
were talking about.
lane shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we also don't
really,
know
yeah, actually,
if they
you,
think
you
this
don't
place
know
is
what
still
really
safe house.
happened. You just know they disappeared.
Yeah, well, I mean, they might be up there, but they're clearly trying to run from us. You know,
Yeah,
I'm a
for all we
very
know, they just
scary
teleported
dragon.
themselves into the void and are just dead now.
That'd be nice. Let's go upstairs. Come on, Strongheart, you come with us too. And rest.
I will stay with the others down here. It seems that they are. I will stay with my rescuers as well. We'll take a quick respite here. You, young kobold, you may go investigate upstairs. I don't think there's much up there that would be too. If any of you encounter anything, just holler, and I will race up the stairs to dispense justice.
No, it's cool. I can turn into a giant monkey. Okay, bye. I run. I start running up the stairs.
The second Zug is out of eyesight, I look through Jacques' eyes.
Okay, so Zug, you.
Oh, okay.
I almost would imagine that Zug, in his excitement, is scampering up the stairs on all fours.
All fours.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I had in mind. Yeah.
Like, yeah, scampering
It's
up
like
the
a
stairs
lizard
on all
run.
fours.
Yeah.
You make your way around this tower, and for like, it feels like it's forever. And eventually you find yourself outside of a door with a heart symbol on it, the elk symbol.
Oh, that's right. We still have it set to that.
Yes,
okay.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
So,
This door can't stop me because I can't read. Nah, I can read.
Opening it up.
I'll crack it open.
Yeah, opening it up, you look inside, and within this door, you see the walls, floor, and ceiling of this room are made with out of white marble tiles, and in the middle of the room, a quill with a feather sheathed in flame, and a black-covered book rest on an iron lectern.
Spooky. Okay. The stairs keep going up.
They do keep going up. You can see from here that the front of the book, which is angled towards you on the lectern, is embossed with two images, one of a lion and one of a heart.
Oh god, this feels like the Mists, the two books from Mist. My curiosity makes you want to go look at that, but I also want to check upstairs first. I keep running.
Okay, you keep running, and you
As I
find yourself
narrate
at
to
the
myself.
top of. You find yourself at like the final end of a hall of this stairwell, and as you reach your way up there, the door in front of you stands out. There's an ornate iron door standing at the top of the staircase. Its surface is covered with a complex array of cogs, latches, and tumblers. The round doorknob is engraved with the image of a nightingale.
Okay. I'll walk up to this. I go through my notes and I forgot to write it down, but if this is what I think it is, we have a password to try to open this. And I would say that word.
Well,
Which is.
do you observe? I mean, you can look at
I'll
the.
take
You
a
can look
closer
at the door
look,
closer
yeah.
as well.
Yeah, that's part. I'll walk up and take a closer look as I'm looking for my notes.
Around the doorknob, you see there's an inscription that says, "Speak my name."
Oh, right. I think that was the password, right? Was her true name. Natasha!
Nut.
From downstairs.
You say that just out loud.
Yeah.
Nothing happens when you say it just out loud without. Well, I don't know what else you're doing.
I'm nothing. I was just gonna say out loud first, and
Yeah,
nothing
nothing
happens. I'll poke the door, see if it does anything.
Poking it does nothing.
I'll try to turn the doorknob.
Think the name.
The doorknob doesn't budge.
I need better notes.
Oh, I will say again, the inscription was around the base of the doorknob.
Around the base.
Jacques jumps off, grabs the doorknob, and I want to see if from downstairs I can just say Natasha.
At the same time? Yeah, that'd be the next thing to try.
The door's locks all click automatically. All 8 of
Had
them
to
suddenly
touch it.
disengage, and the door swings open.
I like to imagine that Jacques hops on the top of it, the doors unlock, and the doorknob like turns, and Jacques falls off.
Yeah, just splats onto the ground too. Just
Ah! Ooh, all right. I'm assuming you're looking at through that. You've done it before. Also, hi. Let's see what's in here.
the door swings
You're
open.
you're my GoPro. Let's
And
go.
inside, you see there's a circular chamber that is illuminated by drifting balls of colored light. In the middle of the room, there is a finely forged great sword, floating point upward, 3 feet above a treasure chest.
Oh shit.
The sword
Okay.
rotates slowly. The blade catches and reflects the multicolored light, scattering it across the room.
So it's over a treasure chest, floating, point up. Anything else in the room other than the treasure chest? Windows looking out,
No,
furniture.
Completely sealed room.
Okay. I will go closer, kind of scamper up.
I'm gonna message Zug to say stay at the door, and then I'm gonna have Jacques go over to the chest.
Fine. I was just gonna look. I wasn't gonna touch. Probably.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Just want to see.
You don't see any lock on the chest. It seems that the security on the room itself was more than enough, thought to be more than enough of a deterrent.
So no need to trap things. Yeah, I was maybe at the same time I would do an investigation to see if I could find traps.
So yeah, go ahead and you can roll that. You also now recall what the familiar. This room is safe as fuck. You do remember what Ygric, the familiar, what he told you, kind of anecdotally. He said that if you don't know the password, the only way to get into this room was if you were an octopus.
Oh, 8 locks.
Oh, okay, I get it.
But I don't know if you have 8 lockpick kits. That would have been if that was ended up being the solution. That would have been the funniest things. Like, well, we have through our adventures, we've accumulated 3 or 8 thieves tools, and or even then,
I could
maybe
turn
I
into
just
an
say
octopus.
fuck it. You
Yeah.
just try to do it.
Imagine Thieves' Tools is a whole set, right?
Yeah,
of lockpicks.
exactly.
So you just have a
With Jacques and Francois, we'd have exactly eight sets of hands to work with.
Yeah, or Zug can actually
I
turn
was
into
saying, I
an
could turn into an
octopus.
octopus.
Yeah,
A
but this is
giant octopus.
funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, one
Yeah,
person
but
is
also-
like, sure.
But then, actually, I would argue that it being an octopus, a single octopus doing 8 simultaneous lockpicks would be
crazy.
fucking crazy.
But octopus's arms have their own neural networks that act.
It does. I
So-
was just about to
Pipe
chime in
it.
with that.
But so
Yeah, but you'd
Ah.
also need 2 at least different appendages to work both sets for the
Yeah.
Well, we opened the door anyway, so
did.
Zug and
Door is now
Impatience
open.
watching Jacques try to open the thing or whatever you're doing. If you don't open it, I'm gonna run in after like 30 seconds.
Okay. Jacques will crawl over the chest, wait a second, and then jump up to the sword. Anything happen?
Nothing.
All right.
Other than
Welcome in,
I mean,
Zug. Have fun.
other than no, I mean the sword just floats midair, and as soon as Jacques jumps on it, it falls to the ground with a clatter with Jacques around
Oh
it.
shit! That's my cue. I'll run in. First, making sure nothing looks too crazy. Then out of undying curiosity, I gotta open the chest, see what's inside.
Inside,
As
you
I'm
see
getting
an
close.
ornate scabbard that is adorned with phoenix feathers that looks to be the scabbard for the sword itself.
Oh fuck yeah,
Oh,
we got
okay.
Phoenix Downs.
There's a gold helmet that is decorated with heart antlers.
okay.
And a shimmering silver cloak that has a unicorn embroidered on it with some platinum thread.
I know what I have to do. Zug reaches in, grabs the helmet. Anything happen?
No.
Puts it on over the skull.
It doesn't fit.
It's gonna sit on top. Like
okay.
I'm just
I was
resting
about
there.
to say,
Yeah.
there's no way that would fit.
No, it's just to set it out there. Then I'm gonna reach in, grab the cloak.
Jacques is gonna crawl on the skull in between the crown and just put 2 hands on it to keep it on the
Hold in
skull.
place.
Strapping it on. Hiya!
Yeah. So I'm going to attach the cloak, wear it, which is probably too long for me.
Yep.
I'm going to take the scabbard out, which is probably quite large, and I will finagle it so that the sword goes into the scabbard.
Yep.
On the ground.
Yep.
Then I will pick the sword up by its handle. Again, probably way too big. And then I'm going to run down the stairs, it bouncing behind me.
Oh my god!
Back to the group
with a clattering doink 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 doink. Zug descends the 2 huge flights of stairs. All of you down there just hear this like slowly coming towards you. Actually, pretty quickly, but and getting louder.
Before he even gets downstairs, I just out loud say, "Just let him have this."
Zug comes skidding around the corner, nearly falling out the blasted hole, looking like a kid who got into the costume bucket at like a local children's theater, and holds a beautiful sword aloft. I will show you this beautiful, beautiful sword. There are handouts. I wonder if it's there.
Whip out the sword.
Whip out your sword.
Whip out your sword. You hold aloft.
I wouldn't hold Olaf. It would melt him.
Well, I'm gonna copy
I would
this.
absolutely hold him.
It is, and I like the description. Not gonna lie, the description of this sword does not do it justice, and I'm actually gonna just copy the. I'll give you guys a quick image drop in Discord of what it looks like.
Okay. Whoa.
Whoa. I love that.
The rose of the hill. Wow, that is really cool. And it's a great sword, right? Big old great sword, you said?
It is a great sword.
And then so it means it's probably twice as long as I am tall. Yeah, so I'm dragging, and then I'll come in. Behold the thing, the sword, Anyway, I got all this upstairs. And I'll come in. And I'll take the helmet off, take the cloak off, put the sword down. Yeah, these are all upstairs. Also, there's a book we should probably go read later. But let's figure what these are first. These might help us.
Your brain remembers what Igric told you. It makes sense. That's the guest book that you saw.
Oh, yeah. No, he did tell us about the guest book in the tower. And that was one other way to get in or something like that, too.
Writing your name, having your name written in Zyblina's guest book allows you to enter any of the rooms.
Any of the doors.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what
bypassing both the heart and the lion locks.
I'll mention then we saw that we can put our names in later if we want to. But for right now, since we're taking a rest here, I figured it'd be worthwhile to try to bring these down and see what we can do with them.
But yes, a short rest concludes. An hour is taken. Spell slots for any of for Voda, and at the end of it, for the entire time, even though you were trying to get Strongheart to rest, for the entire time he was just doing like calisthenics.
Yes, a rest.
He's that guy.
Yeah, he was like, he was doing like side lunges, toe touch stretches, doing, some shoulder rotations, things like that. Sorry, seems that I was frozen so long in time. You gotta work the cricks out before you, get into any sort of kerfuffles and fights, because...
It's the wrong campaign.
What?
Tricks.
I got you.
So, ready to go and give that vile Kellic a talking to? 'Cause I am.
I'm really curious to see the showdown, but we have a lot to do as well. Gotta take care of the Jabberwock. We could always do that first.
Well,
there's also a boat upstairs. We didn't get it right. I want to ride the boat.
A boat?
Yeah, it's an hallway.
Interesting. Oh, also, on that long rest, I want to show you something that is very, very interesting. That is, something that would have, this is crazy that they put this in here. So the whole point is that, getting this sword, which, on the short rest, I can give you the full details of this.
All the items, maybe?
Just that one. The other ones are just fancy.
Oh, okay.
Yep. There's only one special item from upstairs.
That's fine. They look nice.
This is Snicker Snack.
Just a great name.
Whoa, +3 Vorpal Sword.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't get a strength bonus when using it, but that's probably. I think I'm the. Actually, am I the only one that has
Oh, it's
martial
sentient.
weapon proficiency?
I don't think anybody else does. No.
Yeah, this is why it's weird. None of us really have.
Okay, the fact that it's a +3 actually makes it equal to my dex mod, anyways. So.
And then has the bonuses of everything else too.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, it craves the destruction of evil
You're the
dragons.
good guy when you start carving shit apart.
I need to stay away from this sword.
Evil dragons.
Evil dragon.
I mean, I'm not evil, but I desire to be a red dragon someday.
Yeah, but you just like it for the color.
Yeah, true.
Okay. But also, so this is something that actually is written in here, which is really, really funny. So it says like Natasha is the password, which you can learn to the vault to get this powerful weapon. And it says like the jars of time can give you hints about this.
I can use charisma modifier instead of strength. I didn't read that yet.
So you're talking about the fact that there's a lot of ways to learn things about this
and
throughout the
I'm taking
castle.
you to this really quick because if you zoom out, let's take a look at where does it start?
Oh, way back here.
Yeah. So if you look, it starts at the top, and there's no fucking way that you'd ever figure this out. But it says when you start at the top, you have this lovely jester goblin, who is actually a jester goblin. There is a monster called a Nilbog, which points to which points down south.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Yep.
Points
down to an
points.
Al Mirage, which then points its horn to a treant.
Yep, which
No,
is
it doesn't.
pointing
Yes, it
to an
does.
apple.
It points
Point-
all the way across to a treant.
Does
horn.
that point to the axe and I'm just blind?
The horn.
Here, let's
No. That is something else.
oh, sorry, this one.
Yeah.
So just like because you follow this,
The horn.
it's there, apple,
Swan.
And then the swan
That-
point.
Hippogriff.
there.
And then Hippogriff points toward the axe.
Oh, that one points to X.
So
Ooh, thank you, DM.
it points to and spells out Natasha.
That's
Wow.
pretty fucking clever.
If you look at all the lines, oh,
If the first letter of
the
everything
names
is
of each,
that-
yeah.
Nilbog,
Wow.
Almirage, Treant,
Apple,
Apple, Swan,
Hippogriff,
Hippogriff.
Axe.
That's wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That is really
I
fucking
love that
clever.
level.
Yeah.
You know, somebody figured that out. Somebody out there figured that out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, they're like, why are all these things pointing at each other? And then, like, that's...
I didn't look at the map enough to even see that.
Yeah. So, you do find yourselves in the, back in the castle, as you have that weird fucking vision of traveling back to the map of,
Family Guy
Carnival.
flashback. Yeah.
And... I guess, yeah, Mr. Velka, are you attuning to this Snicker snack, to this Snicker bar?
Yeah. I mean, if it's given to me, I will attune to it over the hour.
It is. So, as you attune to it, you slowly become more aware of its sentience. And as you fully become one with this sword, once again, a silvery metallic voice speaks out. Hey, yo! Where the dragons at? I won't kick them butts!
Oh no, that's one that's just to
Nope, it's
Vulcan,
speaking.
Oh, what'd you say?
We'll get there.
I want dragon ass!
Zug is doing like the cat, like the you what? Like head, like what? Looking at it.
Oh, cool. It's under items. I can just drag and drop it in. Nice.
Yeah, because I think it's because this is part of the compendium.
Yep.
I love this last part. If you haven't seen, I just love the fact that Snicker Snack is a fickle personality. It ends its attunement to you if you miss on an attack roll with a weapon 3 times in a row. And then each time you finish a long rest, you can attempt to gain the sword's trust by basically trying to persuade it to be, hey yo, be nice to me again.
I love a fickle bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sentient weapons is funny. I can't wait for us to figure out more about our sins ones, because I'm sure they're just going to be as weird and shit as this.
I actually think, because it gives you proficiency with greatsword, so any one of us could use it, actually.
Well, I mean, you're a medium creature, right, Velka?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
It's you or Kiwi, or Voda, because both Nutmeg and Rosin would just straight bring them to the ground. And then we've already seen how Zug looks with this thing. That's basically probably twice his length, I would assume. Also, what the fuck is this arrow that you've left on
All right, I'm back.
This is all your fault, Zug.
What'd I do?
You have an arrow that's persisting.
What the heck?
There you go.
That's because I was trying to place it with the other map and I never finished, so it kept it like...
so it was just frozen in between? Wild.
That's
funny.
Great.
Okay. Well, after the short rest, you are attuned to this thing, and it does call out, "Where the dragons at? I want to kill some dragons."
We'll get to it.
Sick. Who are
I
y'all?
regret going upstairs.
Yo, wait. You're not Zyblina. What's going on?
We're here to free Zyblina from a time-stopping curse.
You hear from Strongheart's side, "Hi, I'm Steel. Who are you?"
Oh no.
Hey, yo, I'm Snicker Snack. What's up?
If a sentient sword could rub its hands together and look at another sword, it does.
God.
Oh, I was looking at it like a snack. You could
He's
say.
like, "Hey, yo, my name might be Snicker Snack, but I think you was one."
I was about to make the same joke. Oh. We just cut to a fucking, like, table in the back of the room with each of them, like, sitting in a chair and a candle. And all of us just kind of awkwardly looking the other way.
Like, yeah, you brought a sheath, right?
There is a beautiful, the Zug has the beautiful sheath, that is sitting there. This ornate, lovely sheath. Snickersnacks or an ornate scabbard, or adorned with phoenix feathers. Okay, where are you guys heading?
I think we promised Strongheart we were going to kick some ass after our rest.
Well, we promised him we would go downstairs. If we can, come to an amicable conclusion to the feud, that would be preferable.
But
Strongheart looks to you and says, "I do dispense justice. However, there is a limit to, well, I try not to harm where I can't harm, but there's not much that I can say about the evil Kellic and Warduke. You saw what he did to me. He meant to kill me by knocking me out of this window. So,
that is true. But
be on your toes."
We did run into another member of the League of Malevolence.
Hark, which
to kill
did you
us.
run into?
The short one.
Ah, Zarak.
That's the one.
He almost put a knife in my back once a few years ago.
He tried, and then we, convinced him that the evil life wasn't for him.
His
He
eyes
said no,
narrow.
and he
His
looked.
eyes narrow. He looks confused at that. Are you telling me that you convinced an assassin with hundreds of kills under his belt that the evil life was not for him?
We're just that good.
That we are. We're very experienced.
You all tell funny jokes and stories, but you're serious.
That we are.
Aw, he strokes his beard. Justice can be dispensed without violence?
Sometimes, but sometimes it is required. And another League of Malevolence,
Hard glare.
Skyla was not one to reason with. And, just like one of the hags, we had to deal with them. As in, I dealt with them.
One of
This
the
has been
hags is
a rather-
dead as well?
Yep, splattered. Now, the rest of the party's not too happy with me, or some of them do not like what I did. But you may be able to help me convince them that at times, there is only one language the evil speak. And we can meet them.
I'm debating how much effort it would be to push Zuck off the edge right now.
I
turn
don't
down both.
understand I don't really understand your reasoning here. Evil speaks multiple languages. Common, undercommon, sometimes demonic, infernal,
I'm like
giant.
chewing right now. I'm like, maybe you're not the best ally to work on my philosophies with the rest of the group.
Also, I just really like the idea of Voda proving her point that you don't need to solve problems with violence by shoving Zug off the cliff.
Yeah, right?
I never said she wasn't a hypocrite.
All I have to say is that as long as good triumphs over evil, and
eel.
eels,
The true
then
enemy of
I
mankind,
say that justice is
eels.
dispensed. Whether that means through decimation of evil, if it may be, that does sometimes need to be the case. But it does not need to be the case at all times.
This I agree with. And I've never said otherwise, looking at Voda during this whole thing, that there are cases that works, just that they are not always the case. Now, given that, do you think this will be the case with the two downstairs? I guess is no.
Narrows
But
his
we
eyes.
can try.
There is something that I do know. War Duke may be a formidable foe who I have clashed with multiple times, but he does have one flaw.
His dick is just too big.
It's actually the opposite. He has a very small PP.
Gambling.
No.
That's not the flaw. That's
War Duke
that's
is
being
not a
reasonable.
true member of the League of Malevolence, as some may think. He is
he voted
just
out?
paid enough to stay with them.
I
Mercenary.
see. I have 19 gold and 8 electrum pieces. Who the fuck uses those?
Yeah, just throw those over the cliff.
I was
They're
gonna
over here.
start
Put it in
shaking
a
the
jar. I was like,
Yeah.
put it in the jar.
I
Down
put
payment.
electrum in the jar. I am paid up for a while now.
It's
Fuck
the
shit
real
ass.
coin. It's gone in the jar.
Oh yeah, Strongheart, don't swear. Although, I kind of guess you're the type of guy who does not swear.
With
I try not to.
Velka swearing, I do push him off the edge.
No.
I'm away from the edge. Thank you very much. I'm over here. So nice try, bitch.
Nothing personnel.
Nothing personnel.
Oh.
By the way, I'm trying to figure out one last thing I need to try to figure out is how the hell do you is there a way to, not to get out of this room? Like, you found your way in here using the Baba Yaga like entry. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way to like get out on the other way?
I do want to go back to the boat. I really wanted to ride it and see what was on the other side.
I really want to ride it.
Oh, speaking of riding things,
Nice.
yeah, right. Very tangential, but we do have a very nice helmet and a very nice cloak. because they ride on your body. You know, it worked.
That
in my
was
head.
dead. Nope, that is not seeing where that did not really.
Until you explained that, I had no idea what you were talking about.
All right. Well, anyways, we've segued very abruptly. So, who wants what to look fancy?
I mean, I've got the fucking sword that matches them.
Does a helm count as armor?
No. I'm not sure. It doesn't really give you any benefits if it doesn't, like, other than it's something cool on your head.
I mean, that's all I'm thinking about. Yeah.
I will say, like, a helmet does not count as armor as far as unarmored stuff goes.
Right. Actually, I'm not going to give you the cloak. I'm keeping the cloak because I have a top hat and a cloak now, which is perfect.
And the cloak does suit you well.
It'll trail me.
I will say the helmet does not really fit my style, so.
No. Okay.
Neither does the sword, but, you know, there's other benefits to the sword.
Like it talks.
Yeah, and it's a fucking womanizer, which is hell yeah, that's great. That's what I want my sword.
A
Somebody
sword with
clip that.
benefits.
Somebody clip that.
Look, if I'm gonna have a sword, it better be a womanizer. That's all I'm saying.
Someone clip that one too.
But it hates dragons.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable.
What if it's a
It's
female dragon?
specifically-
How does it feel about that?
Specifically hates bad dragons.
I can't relate.
Has to ask a donkey about that.
That's the second fucking donkey reference you've made this month.
The donkey and dragon?
Yeah.
Well, it's been
It's-
topical. I don't remember the other one.
It's been topical in this place especially.
Okay, I'm
If
just
I
gonna
have
say it
relevant
because
references, I
I don't know how, like,
I mean-
I think this was missed about this, but I would say that there is a there's definitely like some sort of panel in this room that could let you leave, because I'm literally reading through the rest of this and I have no idea how else you'd fucking get out of this tower.
I'm just imagining it's just a single pixie head that just says Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga!
I mean, I assume the intent is you have to go downstairs.
I'm reading through the area downstairs and there's no mention of anything in this room.
So it's like isolated out. So
Was there
Well-
not a door from that room to the hallway we found earlier?
No.
Could just jump out the tower.
What voices were we hearing earlier?
Down the hall. Or sorry, down the stairs.
Right, but earlier. When we first entered
Earlier?
the
Oh.
castle.
You first entered the castle.
we heard them rising
from the other,
through
from
the air.
yeah, from a far back room. Thought so. I don't remember. I don't know.
We also still have the option that we can fly.
yes,
all of us around if we
there
needed
is.
to.
There is that option. Okay, so which way are you attempting to go?
Well, Thug's torn. He wants to see the encounter, what happens, but he also wants to go back to the river.
Why is it one or the other? Why can't we do both?
Well, we can, but it's
Let's
what
go
we're doing next.
downstairs. Let's see if we can pay off Marmaduke.
God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Strongheart dispense some justice. He's been waiting
Let's
so
do that.
long.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go downstairs and let's see how things play out.
Okay. Strongheart nods. Ah, I like this plan. Downstairs we go. Confront the evil Killick. Alright. As I said, Morduke can be bought, but he is not cheap. He is an expensive mercenary. So you better bring goods that are quite expensive. He looks over at your cape, Zug.
No, it's mine, but we can find other things.
We
Alright.
could
A helmet,
put
though.
you like this. I'll pull out the music, the ball and cup toy if they've been holding up to forever. It practices dexterity.
I do not believe that would be coveted by Warduke. Don't worry, we have more than enough to dispense justice and to deal with this vile individual. I would not be too concerned.
He visibly sags upon no one ever wanting this ball and cup toy.
comes as a cloak. Maybe we give up the cloak, but let's get this figured out first.
Strongheart turns
like plan
and walks down
X.
the stairs, and just basically expecting you all to follow.
Yeah, I'll be right behind. I'm very curious.
Okay. As you descend the stairs, you find yourself in the final and bottom floor of this tower and enter into what almost feels like a James Bond situation where all right. Move you guys over here. Move you guys. So,
Oh shit.
a ring of marble pillars, sculpted with images of fairies and demons, supports an arched ceiling of this circular chamber. 7 archways, spaced evenly around the room's perimeter, lead to empty turrets with tall, stained glass windows set into their walls. Each window bears the image of a stained glass, like knight in armor. Near the middle of the room, you see a short, gray-bearded man in black robes reclining on a gilded wooden throne with clawed feet. The man grips the leashes of 3 small, scaly, bird-like creatures who snap their beaks at you all as they enter. A muscular, armored man stands next to the throne. He wears a helm that conceals his face except for his red, glowing eyes. And his sword that he holds is wreathed in flames. There seems to be a statue of an unarmored elf standing in front of the throne. The statue is posed as if ready for battle, with a short sword gripped tightly in each of its hands. Kellic looks up from the old man looks up from the throne that he was sitting on, and looks over in the direction of Strongheart, who strides triumphantly down the stairs and enters the room, standing shoulders back, chest out.
So, someone freed you. Pity. Now you'll just have to perish here, huh? Silly Strongheart.
Ah, Kellic. I can see that your bald head still reflects light nicely. Kellic looks around the room and just like, what?
Shut up.
It is actually kind of distracting. I bet you that helps in battles, huh?
It does not help in battles. Why are we talking about my head? Stop it.
Because it's bald and shiny.
This is who you see reclining on the throne.
That's just a WoW warlock. No warlock.
Is he? Hell, is he? Nah, he's a human. He's just short.
He is very shiny.
It's the beard and the head that makes it seem like.
Next to him, you hear the metallic, like a muffled voice coming out from the helm. Your head is quite shiny, Kellic. They are not lying. As Warduke speaks briefly, but very purposely.
Yo.
Question for you, Warduke.
That is
How much is
badass.
it paying you?
How much? Ah. 2,000 gold.
Is your name really Warduke?
It's badass, dude.
He just looks at you and his red eyes flare for a moment, Zug.
There's no way that you would have more than I would be paying Warduke. 2,000 gold is a small fortune. You do not have that type of money.
I don't think we actually do we? I only have
I know.
19.
I have 8
We have-
gold.
But
Well, we have
can
shiny objects.
pretend that we do.
Oh my gosh, Nia, are you pulling out a bag of like 3,000 gold?
Our swear jar. What about the swear jar?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, the swear jar probably has 2,000 gold in it by now.
No. What?
We ain't sailors.
I'm going to Waterdeep. Be right back.
Yeah. We could probably come to some sort of arrangement if it was the best option, but I think we need to settle some scores here, one way or another. I don't know what the scores are.
Who's the best liar in our group?
The scores are simple.
I don't know. You tell me.
The League of Malevolence wants the League of Valor vanquished. And I want the Staff of Power that Ringelrun is currently holding on to. Cannot take it from him while he's frozen in time, but in order to free Ringelrun, I need to speak his name and unfreeze him, where he will obviously blast me the smithereens. That won't work. Why are you allying with this goody-goody two-shoes Strongheart here? Wouldn't you want to rule Prismere with me?
No.
No!
Well, I thought that would be a little bit more of a debate, you know. Most people seem to want to consider this thing. I can kind of tell where things are.
Look, I don't think we could ever have a working relationship. Don't think that we could ever have a working relationship because I would just be blinded by your head all the time.
My head's not that shiny!
Wait, where's Ringelrun? Hypothetically, if one were to want to find him.
Why the hell would I tell you that? Yeah,
Because then I can do the staff for you. Oh,
because then we can take care of him and take the staff for you, obviously.
Narrows his eyes at you.
I just have my head in my hands.
Give me a deception check, Velka.
It's gonna be a disadvantage because man, am I not a liar? Hell yeah.
Looks at you.
Well, I was starting to say the same thing, so I don't know if that'd be advantage or not. Or I guess.
Okay, then it's neutral and it's a fucking 8.
Yeah, same thing.
Ugh.
Let me see. He looks at you and says,
You're not going to do that.
Strongheart strides forward, takes a step forward, levels steel at him, who says out loud,
Ooh, justice time!
and Strongheart speaks out, Kellic, leave this castle. Take Warduke with you. I give you that. This is your last chance. Me and my allies here, well, you can see that we have the advantage. In numbers as well. It's just you, Warduke, and those 3 silly chickens. They look like...
They don't even have name tags.
Do they look? Do I recognize them as animals, or are they something else?
give me a nature check.
Okay.
See, we have the advantage. We have 2 hairs and you have none.
Dude, you're just watching as the wrinkles on his bald head get more and more furrowed as fucking gets more and more pissed. You know that these, though they do look like chickens, they are like giant chickens because they are cockatrices.
Oh shit! Those are monstrosities?
Yeah.
Okay. So speak with animals probably will not work with those.
You watch as they're like pulling at the chains next to Kellic. Kellic looks over at Warduke. Warduke is just standing there. You can hear the leather on in his armored glove, his armored gauntlet tighten with a creak as his hand grips the flaming sword tighter. Kellic looks back at you all.
What a better opportunity do I have? Get rid of the vile Strongheart and a bunch of upstart whippersnaps. You think you're outnumbered? Oh, you are wrong. So wrong.
Upstart? I mean, we did kill one of the hags.
Knights of Glass! Protect my ass!
And as he yells that, you hear shattering as the stained glass windows above you erupt, and 4 stained glasswork like knights land on the floor.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Of the room. They crash. The rest of like the stained glass shattering around you and falling down.
Oh shit.
Strongheart looks to you all. Justice time. He says.
For Demacia! Wait, round justice.
Here, and I will show you this. This is what you see.
Yo.
I love it. Those are so cool.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong side here. See if we could take control of all of Prismere. Be cool as shit.
Those are really cool.
So,
they're going to be aggressive, I guess, or are they just?
oh yeah,
being,
no, we're absolutely rolling initiative. However,
okay.
I don't know if we want to be doing this entire fight tonight.
Yeah.
I see, because
We're
it's already
pretty
almost
close.
11.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So you do look around the room. You do have, I mean, you have all of your, I mean, you look around and you can see that basically as we pause here in this climactic moment, you watch as Kellic actually dives behind the, the
throne.
Yeah, he dives behind the throne, and he looks like he's trying to like get as much distance from you all as he can. Warduke just immediately like raises his flaming sword as it flares up with more light, and he just is going straight for Strongheart. And then you see that Kellic's hand lets loose as the 3 cockatrices are also now racing across the room as well.
Goddamn Benny Hill theme needs to start playing.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't think that. Oh, luckily somebody who was in the stream and Perigo, he said that quick Google search sounds like it was an oversight and there was no planned exit listed. So, oops, you guys are gonna figure out a way to get out of here.
Oh god.
Oh, and
After pulling this
actually,
lever, you will not have a chance to
sorry, and actually one like quick redaction or something with flashback to somebody. I don't know. I would probably assume it would be Velka at this point. As you were descending the stairs down here, you found one more door that led to the final chamber that you had not found for the final little orb.
Gotcha.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So it was
also
I
retcon.
would've been like, hey, I need to grab this real quick.
Yes.
Speaking of retcons, can I also say, because we mentioned I wanted to put our names into the guest book, unless that turns into something else. If it's just as simple as putting name in, can I have run up and sign Zug in there?
Yep.
Okay. I just in case it starts a whole other thing, then no. But if it's just that simple, that's what I do.
It was just that, and you just see the ink the ink like sinks into the parchment. Nothing else.
Okay. Just to make sure we have that option if we need it later.
Indeed. Okay, and I'm looking. Let me see. It was A. So that is you, Velka. You find. It's an enameled blue coffer, rests on an alabaster pedestal. When you open, it's an open archway to a staircase. So that's where you are coming down. Inside the coffer, there is once again, plum-sized jewel made of transparent blue crystal, with a plum-sized, with a Z-shaped crack in the core. And you intuit as you grab this, having figured out the other ones, that this is Zyblina's crystallized desire to be treated as a queen and to rule over lesser beings.
Oh, that took a turn.
So the fact that she
Lesser
launched that
beings.
away means that she actually is probably that kind of makes me think that the hags were lying about her being tyrannical, because she locked away that feeling.
If that's what that means. If it's not just outsourced or something.
I guess. I assume that's what it means.
Well, if that is what it means, I guess this might be reading ahead here. If we unlock our freezer, maybe we decide what to give back to her. But we also know we can use these things, so including in battle. So that might be relevant here.
Yeah, you do remember. So each one you know how is a single spell embedded upon it. That there is something pokeballed inside each of these.
Yeah.
That could be used for a lovely, totally not GM rage-inducing, controlling too many fucking things encounter for next time. Oh boy. All right. Well, yeah, we'll end there tonight. I don't want to throw us into another combat, so next time we're going to have a lovely showdown. There really isn't any good way besides... you're in the combat now, so I can share this. There was something in this castle that was specifically that you already had found that would have been perfect for paying off Warduke, but you decided not to take it.
cake.
No, not the cake.
Chessboard?
Yes, the chessboard.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to take as those Lamias were still there, but they left, so I guess we could have just taken it after that.
I
Yeah.
also didn't want to take it because we are here to help.
That too.
Zeppelin, not
Yeah.
rob her.
Yeah, true. So I mean, yeah, this is. I mean, it would be. Then who would have really known? But yeah, so now you have Kellic is pure fucking vile warlock evil thing. So enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of figured Kellic was like, you know, not gonna be swayed as easily as the other one,
Yeah.
Zarok.
Yeah. Kellic is the leader.
Yeah, he's in it for the evil. The others are in it for the clout.
Yeah. Cloud.
Or the
chasing.
evil. Yeah.
Fucking cloud chasers.
Yeah. Fucking sorry. I thought of the worst thing to end this with, and I'm gonna do it anyways. As you guys are charging into battle, Velka, you draw Snickersnack, and he just goes, slay. All right.
I drop the sword and
Just say,
never
fuck, you throw it out the window.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
I also apparently
Everyone's a critic.
Let's Go is the male equivalent of Slay.
Yeah, no, he just definitely makes the let's go face. Somehow the sword makes a let's go face and runs into battle. All right, ending the stream, and then I'll be right back.
Yep, I'm using restroom, and then we fucking league.
That sounds good.
I'll be down. I also use the pad.